they made short work of this club. 2 games, 2 wins.
They may have wished for more games against them. A definite disparity in talent. We'll see if they take advantage again tonight.
The shot's there for him, and he's got to take it. I don't care if he doesn't convert. That's a shot he has to continue to take.
2 points. That one goes.
And a nice job here early of establishing an inside presence.
Now, here's Doncic, defended by Bryant. Here's Johnson. Sinks that one from the post. Johnson's got 6.
Huge hole in the defense that possession. He didn't waste any time cutting through it.
And even though Vucevic can get you a good amount of blocks and steals, Clark, in a season, most would agree his defense isn't a strong point.
No, it's not, but it's not a liability either, Kevin. I mean, he understands where to be and how to get there. He's not super athletic and doesn't protect the rim in a shot-blocking fashion, but he knows how to use his body to position himself well defensively.
No problems knocking that one down. 8 points for him.
Man, he's having quite the quarter, converting at a really high percentage.
Johnson finds Porzingis. That one falls, coming off Johnson's feet. Porzingis has got his 2nd bucket of the night.
That's just too easy. I mean, you can't let him post you like that.
Yeah, where's your fight? You got to show more fight than that.
So timeout called here. The first for Memphis. Fans can see what a team is doing on the court, but they can't see behind the scenes. Clark, in your experience, what are some of the hallmarks of a team with great locker room chemistry?
You know, it varies from team to team. You know, you got various personalities, but I think the one common theme is really a respect for each other and a willingness to sacrifice for each other. That creates an atmosphere for people to be their best. The teams that have good chemistry, there may be friction, there may be drama, but underneath any of that is a real respect for each other and a commitment to sacrificing for each other.
And a depth mid-range shooter as well. All Young needs is a little breathing room, and he set the fire.
And Bryant kicks to Rice. Fade away. The rebound by Johnson.
And another miss. Ooh, he's having a really ugly game.
Yeah, about as ugly as you can have, you're right. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. That's on Allen Iverson.
And Johnson is an elite talent, a special talent. A very unique point guard with amazing size, about 6'9". He can flat out take over games because he virtually can play every position.
And the first one drops. Siakam is checked in for Porzingis. And Memphis also making a switch. Kelly's checked in. So Johnson hits 2 of them.
You know, drawing fouls and making them pay at the line.
Boy, I love that attack mentality. Get in there and force the official to make a call.
Kelly passes to Bryant. He kicks it to Kelly. Back to Kobe. 5 on the clock. Out of bounds. Indiana takes possession. This break in the game gives us a chance to look at the teams with the most points off turnovers last season. In third, the Pacers.
And this team, in terms of scoring off of turnovers, that became the identity. I mean, they really look to disrupt and cause problems defensively. And boy, do they take advantage on the other end.
Back to Johnson. In the corner, Granger with it. Over Rice. That one a little long. The Grizzlies trail by 9. Now the pass to Iverson. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. And where the shot's been coming from tonight, here's a look broken down by paint, mid-range, and 3-point shot attempts so far for the Pacers.
And when you're riding on the upper end of the conference like these guys are, you usually have an excellent distribution of how and where you get your points. And these guys have a very effective offense, getting it done inside, outside, and from mid-range as well.
Tim Hardaway Jr.'s checked in for Johnson. And Memphis also making a switch. Gordon's checked in for Kobe. And Nate McMillan, a coach with multiple stops in his career, had good success last season with the Pacers.
And, you know, to some that was a surprise, but McMillan does a lot of things well as a coach. He communicates well, he demands accountability, and his teams typically play a smart brand of basketball. And actually, it's a reflection of how Nate was as a player.
And already they've staked out a noticeable advantage in terms of aggression and controlling the backcourt.
And a trend they'd love to continue right through the next 3 quarters as well, Greg.
And it's about the want to. That's what Reed gives you. He can be the heart, the soul, and the backbone of your team. How about the passing? They are moving the ball without any thought, without any individual agenda.
Yeah, and it's really fun to see that kind of unselfishness. Really hard not to appreciate all the assists they've racked up.
Iverson outside. Over Young. And there's the foul on the shot. He'll go to the line for 2. And there's a call. It's on Indiana with the foul. The Grizzlies shooting their 6th and 7th free throw attempts tonight. That's also good. So he hits both free throws. And here's Young. He'll bring it up for the Pacers. 6-point lead. Passes to Siakam. Kicks it to Granger. Over Rice. 6 on the shot clock. Hits the jumper. 8 points for Danny Granger. And for Memphis, they're shooting only around 32% so far in this one. The offense looking a bit off kilter. Here's Iverson. Pacers with the rebound.
A good interior D there prevents the deuce.
You know, that's not easy at all. When guys get this close to the bucket, it's tough to stop the basket.
Now Iverson, after Tim Hardaway missed from long range.
He's been wayward and just off on about everything he's put up in this period.
Granger with the bucket.
It just seems like the more he touches it, the more the lead grows.
Here's Iverson. The offensive rebound. Reed. And he battles for the ball and gets the second chance bucket. Reed's got his second bucket.
I really like how he used his body, got outstanding position on the boards, and then maximized it.
Here's Hardaway. Hardaway tips it back in. And the Pacers lead by 11.
Starting to surge here, and we're only in the first quarter.
Yeah, and they've come out strong. I mean, clearly they've been the better team so far.
And that one's good, Iverson. Iverson's got 7 points.
And the mid-range game of Iverson is quite steady. Has a rapid-fire release, and even at his size, it's hard to get to his shot.
Here's Smits. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Granger misses.
You know, that's an easy one. You can't miss these shots. Those are makeable shots, especially when the defense isn't on its game.
Hardaway kicks to Siakam. Granger. Down it goes. That's 4 made from the field. He's 4 of 8.
And he's starting to show that killer instinct this quarter, looking to extend the lead.
Young against Iverson. He got it up. And the last second attempt does not go in for him.
And right there, Young may never have the physical tools to be a great defender, but his competitiveness overrides it.
And Nikola Jokic, a former second-round pick, turned star.
Basketball, like passion, love. Like that is the thing I play. Like when I know 4, 6, 7 years old, I don't know. Like basketball is always in my life. That like I think it's passion.
In basketball, Greg, a big deal in Jokic's native land of Serbia.
And I love his creativity. There's an artistry and a freedom in how he plays the game.
And glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And to look at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Pacers.
Really some great drives to the basket here early on for these guys.
Another part of their game that's been working for them in the early going tonight is their post play, getting it done inside.
We've got Wallace. Young is out there with Harris. Then there's Hardaway. And it's Smits in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. That's the 5 to begin the second quarter for the Pacers. And on our sideline, our reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey guys, well, some have nicknamed center Nikola Jokic the Joker, and he does have a lighthearted approach. He said, "This is not a job. I'm enjoying the game like a game of pickup basketball in my hometown. That's the mentality. No pressure. Just a game." He feels that staying calm helps him succeed. Kevin?
Thanks, D.A. Here's Gordon, following the score by Indiana. That's short off the rim.
And that's the battle they haven't been winning today. Their work on the glass has been porous, and that's got to change.
Yeah, no question about it. I mean, as they're looking to battle back, that's one of the key elements. You got to rebound.
Robinson kicks to Scott. Pass to McGee. Outside Gordon. Some nice passing there by Memphis. Beyond the arc. It's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation. They turn it over.
All right, let's check out the stats for Hardaway. Some last season stats for him. He averaged about 17 points a game, 4 rebounds, and 2 assists. And he brings that offensive firepower to the team. Scoring just comes natural.
And, you know, defenses are throwing everything at him, yet he's still able to put up points. He's really unstoppable.
And the Grizzlies making a change here. Vucevic is checked in. Brogdon kicks to Harris. Fires the 3. And the Pacers can't get it to go.
Yeah, not a great shot there, especially when you got a lockdown defender guarding.
Agreed. I mean, when the defense is right there, you got to move the ball, make the extra pass. That's a case of a poor shot selection. You know, guys, Nikola Vucevic is a very skilled big man out of USC. He rebounds well, scores it from inside, and has a nice touch. He's got a really well-rounded offensive game as a center. Even added a 3-ball to his repertoire recently to further stretch out interior defenses.
Timeout called, the Grizzlies. And with Vucevic, he's an established scorer, but also a very unselfish player.
Yeah, he's a very smart player, too. A big guy with nice mobility, excellent hands, passes well for his position, works inside out. And as he continues to mature, I think you could see Vucevic leaning more and more on his ability to set others up out of the post rather than just looking for his own shot.
Kobe's checked in for the Grizzlies. And there's the whistle, 3-second violation.
And hate to make a mistake there, have to stay focused.
Greg, I think they're just giving the game to him at this point. Can't make those kinds of errors.
Now, here's Doncic. 16-point lead, the largest margin in the game. And it's JaVale McGee with the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Some changes for Indiana. Porzingis comes in for Wallace. And it's Johnson in for Harris. And stolen by Scott. Doncic with the steal. And now Jokic pushing it up. No one back to stop him. Here's Johnson. Up again. Pass to Doncic. They shoot again. He lays it in. Doncic has got 5 points in the quarter.
And certainly not lacking in confidence. When Doncic gets these inside looks, he just jumps all over.
Here's Vucevic. Back to Scott. Outside Robinson. 5 on the clock. Here's Vucevic. And he gets the friendly spin, and that one drops. Vucevic has got his second bucket of the night.
And Vucevic never plays outside of himself. I mean, when he has a clean look at the rim from the mid-range, he knows he's got the green light to shoot it.
That's what we're talking about in terms of the activity level defensively. You got to protect the rim.
Textbook defense all around. Nice job at contesting the shot without fouling, and that's how you do it. Well done.
And the Grizzlies tack on 2 more.
Oh, great awareness. No reason to take it inside there against the taller man.
Yeah, he knew he had him beat, Greg. I mean, that was clear. Took advantage of the space he had and then calmly and quietly drained it from the mid-range. That's good basketball.
And so it's Indiana with it. Grizzlies making the shot. Jokic, no good.
And even with good coverage defensively that time, he has confidence to drill the 3.
Here's Kobe, and that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up.
And Bryant is the total platinum level package. A lethal shooter, an exceptional defender, a flat-out assassin on offense, and most importantly, this guy's a leader, too.
The first one falls. Clark, you were drafted 8th overall by the Indiana Pacers. Do you have any indication that you were going to be their pick in particular, that you were going to go in that slot? Was there any kind of inkling at all?
No, I only visited with teams drafting 4 through 7. Talked to the Chicago Bulls, the Dallas Mavericks, and I read some of the reports about where I was rejected. But you know what? Once you get past the first or second, sometimes the top 3 picks in a draft, you really don't know who's going where after that. So I was fortunate. I landed in a good spot.
Right.
And Indianapolis was a good place for me and Rosie to be as I started my NBA career.
It sure was. Robinson, that's good.
Really impressive seeing a guy like Vucevic carve up the defense with his peripheral vision and passing. So good at spotting the open man.
Brogdon finds Johnson. Now, here's Jokic, guarded by McGee. Jokic against McGee. 13 feet away. They get the rebound. Porzingis battles through traffic and lays it in. Porzingis has got 6.
And you can see how this game is going. I mean, put a body on somebody.
Exactly, man. Come on. You got to be physical down there. There's got to be some intensity and some physicality on the board.
And so confident. Even amongst the trees, Doncic is fantastic at forcing the issue close to the rim. And looking at Luka Doncic, incredibly mature for his age. Physically, the broad shoulders, weighing in about 230. Mentally, though, advanced understanding of how to play the game.
Reedy's checked in for Memphis. Iverson comes in for Robinson. Timeout called, the Grizzlies. You know, Greg, it's amazing that Doncic, at his age, could already have such a complete offensive game.
I mean, a terrific skill set. In Europe, Doncic spent plenty of time as a primary ball handler. Obviously, can score in a number of ways, just a versatile threat.
Pacers making a change here. Rangers checked in.
All right, a chance to look at the stats for Nikola Jokic. Last season, he played outstanding, 11th in rebounding, and he also finished in the top 20 of the assist rankings, making plays for others and making his teammates better.
And we talked about how strong he was on the boards, going hard at it at both ends last year, really helping out his team. Here's Kobe. Again, Memphis.
The mid-range stroke of Bryant. You got to admire that. I mean, he's got a terrific feel from here.
Johnson kicks to Granger. And good coming off the assist by Magic Johnson. Johnson's got 3 assists in the game. Allen Iverson on the wing. He's guarded by Johnson. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. Grizzlies have knocked down 8 of 9 free throw attempts. I'd say those numbers read pretty well. And the first one at the line is good.
And getting to the line and hitting your free throws, a good way to get back into the game. It stops the clock and extends the game and allows you the opportunity to set your defense. They've been perfectly lined so far here in the second quarter. And he has really come to life here after a slow start in that first quarter.
Iverson kicks to Rice. The dish now to Vucevic. Bryant gets a wide open look, and they come right back with their own three-pointer.
That was big because they dug a big hole in the first quarter, but starting to show signs of life.
Sometimes, for whatever reason, a lot of times you don't know why. It takes a little while to work the knots out, but it looks like they're putting it together right now.
The pass to Doncic. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. And this is what the schedule looks like coming up for Memphis. On Friday, they'll be playing against Draymond Green and the Atlanta Hawks. And then on Monday, they'll be matching up against Rudy Gobert and the Utah Jazz.
And for the matchup with the Suns, there aren't many other meetings that are as evenly matched as this one. Both teams can give and take punches, and this one, I think, is going to come down to the wire.
Now, here's Vucevic. He's got 5. Granger outside. Passes it to Jokic. Granger outside to the inside. And Jokic gets it to go. The assist by Granger. Jokic has got his second basket of the night.
Even when you try to lock him up, Jokic finds a way. What a nice, delicate touch from him.
And here's Kobe for 3. Rebounded by Granger.
Boy, strange that he bricked that one. I mean, no clue where the defense was, and tell you what, they got very lucky.
Kristaps Porzingis, standing 7'3". He's played power forward early in his NBA career, but with that height, his future, it could be at the center position.
No good on that one. And with Porzingis having the ACL tear, Greg, maybe losing some of his lateral quickness, perhaps accelerating his move to the 5.
I mean, part of his rehab was hitting the weights and just adding strength. I think, if anything, his offensive skill set, though, even more impactful at the 5.
And, you know, Porzingis plays with such fearlessness. I love that about him. And he's also a big guy with some agility and endless range. This guy has in-the-gym range, if anybody has that.
Now here's Iverson. He's got 9.
And when he gets in his head that he's going to get to the basket, very little you can do defensively.
Johnson kicks to Doncic. Shot from 12. That misses off the backboard.
No other way to put it. Just a poor shooting performance for him. But luckily, his teammates have picked up the slack.
Bryant pulls up so easily and efficiently off the dribble. Fantastic at scoring in rhythm.
Here's Johnson following the basket by Kobe Bryant. Granger outside. Pass to Smith. The Grizzlies pull it in. Vucevic has got 9 rebounds now tonight. That's in, and the Pacer lead is cut down now to just 8 points with the basket from Bryant.
Yeah, they've raised their shooting percentage in this quarter, and they're starting to get on track.
And they're starting to heat up is what they're doing. They're on fire. I mean, that's what they need to climb back into this game.
Young's checked in for Indiana. And Memphis also making a switch. Kelly's checked in. The Grizzlies trail by 8. Bryant dishes to Iverson. Over Young. Offensive rebound. Kelly. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. Let's use this break for a quick look at the squads that really made it happen on the fast break last season. The Pacers in 5th.
I mean, it's a crowd-pleasing style, right? I mean, this club just got out and ran at every possible chance.
And the first one at the line is good. Siakam is checked in for Indiana. Harris comes in for Magic Johnson. He's perfect from the line this time. Pacers leading by 6. Now, here is Young. Pass to Siakam. He kicks it to Granger. Over Rice. Granger misses.
Not pretty. You just got to shake off a miss like that.
Bryant looking over the floor. Here's Iverson, and 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. It's going to be on Trae Young.
Yeah, easy call.
Yeah, you could hear the smack all the way over here where we are.
And that one misses.
And he needs to get back to what he was doing in that first quarter when he was in attack mode, drawing fouls and getting to the line.
Good on the second free throw. There's 1:38 left in the first half of the game. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. And for Trae Young, it's a little unfair that he's already being compared to Steph Curry.
Scouts are always going to look for comparisons. And I'm not saying Young is Curry, but many of the strengths and weaknesses are similar. The size and athleticism, the insane range, and both have that it factor.
And Bryant slams it in.
And AI, Allen Iverson, does more than just shoot the ball. He also has a great feel for when his teammates are wide open.
Here's Young. Iverson grabs the board.
Yeah, and he had the D tangled up there with that patented crossover. Just couldn't convert the finish.
The jump shot of Rice gets it off so easily and so smoothly. Silk personified that jumper of his.
Here's Iverson, and another basket for Memphis.
And when he breaks out the crossover, you can be sure he's going to leave somebody in his wake.
Young inside. Iverson covering. Ranger outside. Stolen.
If they increase the tempo, they got a chance at a 2-for-1.
Execution paramount. Speed it up and put the defense on their heels if you can.
Well executed, and then you love the strong finish.
Fantastic speed on the break. Speed kills, showing no mercy in transition their part.
Here's Young, following the basket by Kobe Bryant. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Ranger misses. The 3 from Iverson. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David. Thanks so much, David, and we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start of the third quarter at
the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again, everybody. We've some incredible work in this one by Kobe Bryant. He ended up with 15 points, 2 rebounds, and 1 block. Kenny, what'd you think about the Grizzlies?
Well, I like their effort on the boards because the game could come down to just a few key possessions.
And now with the second half about to...
Downtown Indianapolis glowing in the distance as we welcome you back to the action here at Bankers Life Fieldhouse. And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. You look at Kobe Bryant in this game, I mean, he has been everywhere.
His points production thus far off the charts. It's only been 2 quarters. Just a great effort for him for the entire half.
Yeah, and it doesn't matter where he is on the floor either, Greg. He's making it look very easy. He's looking to score the ball.
Tipping off the second half, here's J.B. Bickerstaff's 5. They've got Iverson, read out there with Vucevic. Then there's Kobe, and it's Rice in at the 3.
You just never know what Doncic is going to do. I mean, which is one of the reasons he gets the defense to foul him.
So he hits 1 of 2 from the stripe. Memphis leading to the middle. Here's Rice, and the layup's good off the glass. Rice has got 15.
Moving it around, 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
And Greg, you know nothing makes a coach happier than selflessness on the basketball court.
Porzingis kicks to Jokic. Johnson against Iverson. And it's Johnson penetrating. And then Johnson with the dunk.
And did you see the screen that was set for him? I mean, that was how he got to the hoop.
It was the classic screenplay. It won't show up in the box score, but that screen deserves an assist.
Absolutely, Kevin. I mean, that took the defender right out of the play.
And the level of concentration that Doncic has, even under pressure, this guy is cool as a cucumber.
Kobe with the bucket. Guys, close one here. No team getting a huge advantage.
Yeah, tooth and nail fight so far, guys. These sides match up really well.
Outside, Porzingis. Granger outside. Unloads from 13. Rebounded by Vucevic. Vucevic has got rebound number 11 for him here tonight. From 13, Kobe, no good. The Pacers have gone 2 of 3 from the field to start the second half. The 15-footer, and it's good off the back of the rim and in. Johnson's got it all tied up now for the Pacers. Kobe, the pass to Rice. Kicks it out to Iverson. Bryant up top. And it's Vucevic in the corner. Fades away. And Bryant the bucket on the assist by Vucevic. Bryant's got 20.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Clearly just an example of a different mindset between these teams.
Here's Johnson. That one is good again. He's 6 for 8 from the floor with the basket.
A nice start to the second half. Just one miss in their first 5 attempts.
Iverson kicks to Bryant. Fades and shoots. And a little luck that time, but it drops. Bryant's got 7 now in this quarter.
And when they've gone to him, he has come through big time. You got to keep getting him touches.
Johnson finds Porzingis. Here's Jokic, and good work on the boards. They pick up the second chance points. Jokic has got his 3rd basket of the night. Grizzlies have gone 4 of 6 from the field since the start of the 3rd. Knocked loose. Vucevic the pass to Iverson. Dishes to Rice. From past the arc. Iverson, no luck.
And extending the D there, putting a lot of pressure on the shooter.
You're exactly right. Controlling the perimeter well. Didn't allow the shooter to get off a clean look. That's what you would call A+ defense.
Timeout called the Grizzlies. You gotta like what Magic Johnson has done in this game.
He's really taking it to him inside. They got to find a way to slow him down.
Hardaway Jr.'s checked in for Doncic. And Memphis also making a switch. JaVale McGee's checked in for Reed. Indiana on D. Right side, Kobe. Johnson against Iverson. Lock at 6. Here's Rice. And the Grizzlies get it back. And it's Vucevic missing.
Oh, great effort there. That's how you defend the paint.
Exactly. Can't play it any better than that, Greg.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
And when you make 5 in a row in close like that, it also takes pressure off your perimeter guys, too.
Iverson kicks to Rice. Outside Bryant. Over Hardaway. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot. 24 points for Kobe Bryant. Indiana leading. Johnson with it. 16 points for him. Lets it go from 14. And there are the Pacers with another bucket.
And a nice spark for their offense here in the second half. Now above 50% for the game.
And, you know, guys, that kind of offensive efficiency really keeps a lot of pressure on the opponent, and that's part of why the lead is what it is.
Iverson kicks to Bryant. Fresh 24 for Memphis. Porzingis with the block.
And with his length, Porzingis can be very disruptive on D. Not easy to get the shot off over that huge frame.
Granger from outside. Granger can't get that one to fall.
He's not exactly striping them from deep. He had 1 3 ball in the first half, still bageled in the second.
Jokic against McGee. Jokic kicks to Johnson. Over Iverson. Takes it from 10. That one a tad offline to the right, but drops in for him. Now it's a 6-point Pacer lead. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Three-pointer, Granger. That's in, coming off an assist from Johnson. Granger's got 7 now in this quarter. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The hustle stats for the Pacers.
Defensively, they played with a lot of energy, and the steals we've seen are a result of that aggressiveness.
Yeah, I think you also have to give them a lot of credit for how well they've risen up to meet shooters, to challenge shots in this game. A lot of blocked shots tonight.
Wallace is checked in for Indiana. Inside. And the basket by Johnson. Johnson's got 12 points here in the second half.
And that bucket adds to what has been a big difference in points in the paint between the two teams.
Yeah, it's really been quite a contrast. I like the way they're attacking the middle at their offensive end.
Iverson. Johnson with the block. Right away, that's a two-pointer. Misses off the right iron.
Yeah, that's just poor decision-making. He's got to be better in those situations.
Greg, I just think he was in a hurry. He flat out rushed it. I mean, I don't know what he was thinking there. He actually was in a brain-neutral position.
Johnson kicks to Granger. The three. Rebounded by Vucevic. Vucevic has got 13 rebounds in the game. Class eating. Feeds it to Kobe. And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed. Kobe's got 26.
And Kevin, when he catches the hot hand, good luck trying to slow him down. Plays so under control, can spot up, drive, create for himself a matchup nightmare.
To the middle. Outside Hardaway. Johnson right side. That'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. And this is his second trip to the line in the game. First free throw is good. Grizzlies making a switch here. Kelly's checked in. And both free throws good for Johnson. With social media providing instantaneous news, Clark, players have to really watch what they say now. I mean, before they hit the send button.
Yeah, you got to pause before you peck, and you got to pause before you post. That's one of the things I would tell.
Well said. Well said.
That's what I would tell guys when I was talking about this landscape that they're in. Heavily scrutinized, and to the NBA players' credit, they've done a great job with social media. They're very visible. They're very accessible. They're well connected to the community through their platforms, but you do have to exercise some caution in how you go about your social media profile.
How about the vision from the crafty little guard? Young excels at realizing when his guys have clean looks.
Some nice passing there by Memphis. Here's Vucevic, and it's sent back by Wallace. And they'll keep possession. Shot clock at 6. And it is flushed down with a nice jam.
Just a terrific effort on the offensive glass. That's how they're going to cut into this lead.
And Greg, a dunk like that is sure to give them a spark.
Which is a spark they desperately need, Kevin. They've got to ramp up the intensity.
And Nikola Vucevic is going to pick up the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game. The Pacers making a change here. Brogdon's checked in. Here's Wallace. Out to Harris. Sweet little floater. Harris has got 4 this quarter.
Oh, such a field shot there, the floater.
Here's Kobe, who's back up. And there's the pass to Rice. Ryan against Harris. Second shot opportunity. And it's put back in by Vucevic. Vucevic has got 7 points in the game.
And now 6 straight points here coming on the inside.
Young finds Brogdon. Off off target from three-point range. The Grizzlies trail by 7. The 3 from Bryant, good. And it's Iverson who picks up the assist. Iverson's got 6 assists now in the game.
Great quarter for him at the offensive end, trying to will his team back in the game.
Bucket is good. He's got 5.
You know, showing he's able to finish on the drive, I really enjoy watching Young take that initiative and capitalize.
Iverson passes to Rice. Back to Iverson. And again, it's the Grizzlies from deep.
And that's back-to-back threes. The D just seems to be slacking off a little bit.
And Young kicks to Harris. Young outside. At the top of the key, Wallace. Taken away. And here's Vucevic. He's got 7. Pass to Kelly. And here's Kobe. Here's Iverson. Shot clock at 5. And it's sent back by Wallace. And they get it back. We'll return shortly. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
Served him up a tasty room service dime right there, boy.
We've reached the 4th quarter, and what has been a very competitive game should be an exciting finish. Doncic out there with Young. Then there's Harris. And it's Smith's in at the 5 spot. So that's the group out there for Indiana. Doncic with it. Picked up by Bryant. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. And the Pacers lead by 5.
Oh, big time put back there. What a great motor on this guy.
There is no one who goes after those rebounds harder.
And night in and night out, that's what he provides.
Here's Rice. It's rebounded by Indiana. Smith has got 6 rebounds in the game. Here's Doncic. The shot that time, not on target. And the Grizzlies going the other way now. Got that one up quick. Rice has got 9 points here in the second half.
And that's why Rice is in the discussion of the great three-point shooters of all time. Terrific touch from deep. That man can fill it up.
Kelly passes to Iverson. And they double up Iverson. And we're going to have a jump ball. It's tied up there. And so it's Indiana with it. The Pacers have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the 4th quarter. First minute and a half of basketball played here in the 4th quarter. Here's Siakam. Makes it off the glass. The Grizzlies trail by 4. Iverson kicks to Rice. And it's Bryant in the corner. Offensive rebound. Reed. They shoot again. And finally they hit one.
And really, at this stage of the game, to get those kinds of offensive rebounds for putbacks, you almost feel like it's a 4-point swing.
Yeah, you really do, because those extra possessions, when they lead to points, that's huge. I mean, he did a nice job there. Never gave up on the play. And you know my motto, persistence pays dividend.
Now here's Bryant. Defense is right there.
Well, the size of Smith so intimidating. The 7'3" Hawk. He uses those big hands to turn away shots.
Siakam passes to Young. Knocked away. Here's Rice. And just about 3 minutes through the 4th quarter here. And the rebound goes to the Pacers. Smits has got his 7th rebound here tonight. And here's Harris from the arc. And the rebound goes to the Grizzlies.
I wonder what the score would be if they weren't controlling the backboard.
And, Greg, it's clearly been their edge, and in a close game like this, you look for every edge you can find.
Indiana making some changes. Zinkas, he's checked in for Siakam. And it's Granger in for Harris. Vucevic checked in for the Grizzlies.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
Back to Granger. 6 to shoot. Here's Smits. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a 3-point play chance for him.
Defensive rebounding, just such a crucial part of the game.
Yeah, it's finishing your defense, Greg. We know that. You can defend, then you got to rebound the miss, and you got to get to the glass with intensity.
Rice kicks to Vucevic. Kicks it out to Iverson. Over Young. And again, Memphis no good. Indiana leading by 7. In the corner, Granger with it. Count it. Granger's got 24 points.
How about how he sets his man up there, runs him right into the screen, and then gets the basket.
Bryant drives in, and it's in there.
Boy, he's making it look really easy right now. I expect them to continue to run the offense through him until the defense makes them change plans.
And Young kicks to Doncic. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. It's going to be on Kobe Bryant.
A fearless competitor. When Doncic is driving inside, he just embraces the contact on the way up.
Jokic has checked in for Indiana. Johnson comes in for Young. The Grizzlies trail by 9. Pass to Rice. Reed down low. He's against Porzingis. Reed misses. Nobody near Granger. It's rebounded by Memphis. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket. And offensively, he has been a liability more than he's helped this quarter.
And he uses the glass on the layup. Granger's got 4 points this quarter.
Not surprised at all. He's shooting it well and scoring points in bunches.
Now, here's Bryant. Not a lot of room. Iverson outside. 6 on the shot clock. A baseline J. He's off on that one. Great D that time from Johnson. Now, here's Doncic, guarded by Kobe. And the basket by Johnson. Johnson's got 16 points here in the second half.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Yeah, you can't say that with enough emphasis. I mean, the defenders are just not being aggressive enough down low. You got to play with some physicality in the paint.
The feed to Reed. Nice D from Porzingis.
Yeah, he's costing them right now, sabotaging them a little bit. He's got to find his shot if they want to win this game.
And Doncic gets it to go.
The tenacity, the attention to detail, it's why these guys are in complete control.
And you know what, Greg? They are crushing it on both ends. I mean, in total control right now.
Granger outside. Outside, Porzingis on the wing, Johnson. Got it. Good job in the low post. Johnson's got 4 this quarter.
That's just more for Magic. And for all of his unselfish ways, if he wanted to, this guy could probably score like this on a nightly basis.
A nice shot by Reed.
And that's got to happen if they want to have a chance to turn this thing around. I mean, he needs to just take the game over. I mean, it seems like he's been hesitant to pull the trigger.
Doncic, no good.
He had 6 points from long range in the first half, but nothing's falling here since. And you can see the play calling this half. Another one from distance.
Well, they're dialed in, locked and loaded from outside the arc. It's all about the triple so far.
Here's Johnson, laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Johnson's got 28.
The defense not putting up any fight on the inside. They've allowed 10 straight points in the paint.
That's not the kind of streak you want to be part of defensively. Tighten it up, fellas.
Iverson outside. That 3 off the mark.
Oof, rough shooting night tonight, but you can't fault him for the effort.
Johnson can't get it to go. Pass to Vucevic. Goes up and lays it nice and easy.
And Vucevic is crafty, clever, close to the bucket.
Johnson finds Porzingis. The pass to Doncic. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. And that one misses.
And what's so impressive about Doncic, the maturity. Yes, he's polished, but he's got a completeness to his game at such a young age.
Now here's Bryant. He's tightly guarded. Kicks to Rice. Fires for 3. The Pacers pull it in. Porzingis has got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Here's Granger. That's in, coming off the assist from Johnson. Johnson's got his 6th assist on the night.
They're doing a really good job of getting the ball inside and attacking the paint. That's an area they have completely dominated.
Well, once they recognized the advantage they had inside, it made a lot of sense just to continue to attack that area.
And now the presentation of our Jordan Player of the Game, Magic Johnson.
Yeah, and his performance has been a jaw-dropper. He must have been feeling great coming into the building tonight, because once he hit the court, it was all working for him. He was in a zone.
He sure has given this crowd a treat tonight. This kind of performance only cements his status as a fan favorite. And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, during that last break, I heard J.B. Bickerstaff talking with his team. He was begging them to step it up. He said, we've got to make the move now, or we're going to be out of time and out of luck. Give it everything you've got out there. Kevin?
Vucevic against Jokic. Shoots over Vucevic. Jokic, no good.
The right thing there to stay that tight on him and really try to keep him out of his comfort zone.
Here's Iverson, and good, as it just snugs right down through the net.
And boy, did he ever sell the pump fake. Worked to absolute perfection.
Now, here's Doncic, defended by Bryant. Doncic kicks to Porzingis. Now, Doncic trying his luck deep. Rebounded by Vucevic. Vucevic has got his 20th rebound here tonight. Saw that coming. It's good. 33 points for Kobe Bryant.
I like how Bryant takes contact on the way up. This guy is very good at feeling out the defense and absorbing that contact and still capitalizing.
Now here's Granger. He's guarded closely. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Granger's got 15 points here in the second half.
And these are the types of games where one team clearly has the edge. Tonight, it will be a win by a large margin for the Pacers.
Their superior ball handling won it for them.
And fewer turnovers equals greater scoring opportunities. Any coach will tell you that. If you take care of the ball every possession, and this is a perfect example of what happens when you do.
And it'll go down as their first official win of the new year.
And so they'll take the first game of the season series, a team they'll only see twice. They're certainly happy to start it off with a win.
And that next meeting, Greg, will be their second and final game of the season series, being in opposite conferences. So you bet nobody wants to get swept even in a 2-game season series. I think the next game will be hotly contested.
And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for Johnson.
Well, he was swatting shots all game long, really owned the defensive end and got a ton of blocks and really protected that rim.
Back to Gordon. So no problem for Indiana as they get the win. A confident win and one where they clearly showed the greater effort.
Yeah, I mean, it was a solid performance, particularly here at home. And I think they built off that edge of being here. And
thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that'll do it for the first game of the NBA season. For